So noticing the connection of your feet with the floor beneath, or whether you're sitting on a cushion or the feet are resting on a floor. And just lightly wiggle your toes. And just notice when you wiggle your toes, do you wiggle your fingers? And it doesn't matter if you do, but just have that feeling of what's going on. And then let your feet stop, let your hands rest. And then just lightly push down into your feet. And notice what happens through the shins and the calves, the knees and the thighs, and maybe beyond. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, let go. Let go of the breath, let go of any tension that you may have felt from pushing into the feet. And continue to breathe quite restfully, just as you do, but with your attention, with the connection of your feet. And notice, if your eyes have closed already, can you open your eyes? And you can keep your gaze downcast, but just allow your eyes to just be quite soft. And knowing that you're breathing, and perhaps you can see or feel the breath in your body. And with your eyes, just seek your hands. So consciously look at your hands, almost as though you haven't seen your hands before. And if you're lying down, you can bring your hands in front of your face. Or if you're sitting, you can just, with your gaze down towards your lap, just looking at your hands. Whether your hands are turned up or down. Can you see the palms or the back of your hands? Can you see your nails? The thumbs? And having that sense, visual sense, your hands, colour, sheen, size. And carefully, when you're ready, close your eyes if it's okay. If you've lifted your hands, just settling your hands down, lowering your hands. And with your eyes closed, just recall your hands. So visually inside, see your hands. The colour, size, texture, the look of. Difference in the nails, the knuckles, the joints. Breathe in. And when you breathe out, let go of the breath and just let go of that visual. And you're still breathing. And again, taking your attention to your hands, but this time not seeing your hands, visualising your hands, but feeling. What feelings are in your hands? Can you differentiate between the tips of the fingers and the tips of the thumb? Can you differentiate between the nails and the knuckles? The palms? And the tops of the hands? And what sensations are felt here? with the physical sensations like heat or coolness, tingling, pulsing, or something else. So what do you feel in your hands? And we're not moving, we're not changing, we're noticing physical sensation in our hands. And as you rest in awareness of your hands, being aware of your breath. And you can, if it feels doable or okay to, breathe into your hands. And when you breathe out, feel as though that out breath allows the hands to rest a little bit more. And then your breath comes in. And as you breathe out, perhaps you can allow your hands to rest a little bit more. And all you're doing is resting with an awareness of your hands, your breath, and sensation. And you might notice your mind wanders away. The mind might take you somewhere else, the past or the future. Or you might be thinking that you like this, it's pleasant or unpleasant. And whatever is in your mind, be glad that your mind is awake enough to allow you to know, to try to help you, to try to understand, and then bring your attention back to your hands. So in this sense, we're not attempting to change anything. We're training ourselves to notice. We're not trying to be different. We're training ourselves to allow ourselves to be just as we are. And as we rest in this way, sounds around us still continue. Sounds outside the room, inside the room, beyond, above, below. But we're resting with an awareness of our hands, with a sense of this. And then when you're ready, if it's okay, if you're lying down, or if you're sitting, actually we both do the same, just lift your hands up, away from your legs, or away from the floor. Just lightly lift your hands. And just having that sense of space, or even loss of connection between what your hands were resting on before and where your hands are now. And carefully, if they're not already, just turn your palms up. Relax your shoulders, let go of your shoulders. And then just bringing your hands more or less in front or in line with your eyes, even though your eyes are closed. So when you are ready to open your eyes, the first thing that you'll see is your hands. You're still breathing, you're still resting. You can still feel your hands even though you can't see them. You have a sense or a knowledge of where your hands are in space even though you can't see them. And carefully open your eyes and see your hands. And then if you're sitting, bringing your hands into your lap, or if you're lying, just deciding if you'd rather keep your hands just as they are, resting them down. And just coming out of the practice when you're ready.